Hey guys, welcome back. I've been wanting to do this one for a long time. Really a redo of the one of the earlier vlogs that we did, videos. One of our first episodes talking about how we all got started. And we owned 5 acres of land in Nevada, about 35, 40 miles from Wendover, West Wendover, Nevada. We showed up there with the essentials, as you can see. Um, and we were going to build out here, and we started to do that by building a little shed. It's going to come up here in just a second, that I could use as a work area. And this is it, going up, and it was only like a 12 by 16, but it was enough to get some shelter from the wind and build some other things. That's Boozer there, our puppy, and Patty's always on the roof doing something. Anyway, we cleared as much as we could with a tractor. That field used to be just full of all kinds of tumbleweeds. We cleared most of those out. This was a truck that was, or a van that was going to be a flatbed to bring more materials out to us, and none of that ever happened. But we're back to the door. What's behind the door? For Patty and I, our journey began with a house. This is a house in Utah, 6,000 square feet, that Bob and Louise, and that's Patty's mom and dad, and brothers and sisters built many years ago. We tried to upgrade it and fix it. Just tons of wood for the fire place on the side. They were very much into food storage. And this is us trying to clean out floors and get rid of mold. And we had a lot of help from the family, the whole family in the beginning. They came in and helped paint, and they prepared it so that we could actually, Patty and I could rent there. The plan was for us to rent the place for 4 or 5 years. But in truth, their mom and dad were getting old, and it was very difficult for them to keep up with everything as they aged. And it was really neglected. And I don't know what the whole story is behind it, why the family, especially with all the brothers, weren't more conscientious. I know one of them told me his heart just wasn't in it, in terms of the house, not the family. So they were a great family for a lot of reasons. They have a ton of potential. Not all of them get along very well, but my goodness, each and every one of them individually, Patty and I love. They have some great characteristics about each one of them. They all have their own stories and their own struggles, and this is us trying to get all the mold out for a family that's probably going to buy the home. We don't know that at this point in time, but a family did buy it, and our purpose is to get all this mold out of here. So you'll see me coming up with a mask on. I know it's pretty scary, but we had to get all that out. This is Patty cleaning the old tile off the floor. We had plans and hopes that they would let us purchase the house because we wanted to make it a bed and breakfast or something spectacular. And the family said no. This house had a basement, which we discovered a hole. This leading to a lot of the mold. We had to fill it in and cover it up with tar. And as Penny and I were trying to decide what it was we were going to do, we came home one day and saw this unit in the driveway or out on the street for sale. Turned out to be our neighbor's Fleetwood Storm, and we made a deal with him and bought it. And our plan was that we would be able to go out to our land and actually spend the weekend, sometimes 3 or 4 day weekends, and just work on the property. And it's what started us on a journey that we never thought that we would encounter. In all honesty, I had never been camping ever in an RV, maybe a rental years ago, but I did not understand so much about it. Slide outs, side outs, whatever they call them. Even enough about the propane system, the electrical systems, generators, any of those things, the water systems, black water, gray water, all that was foreign to me. And but this was exciting for us because wow, we thought we could get out there and actually sit on the property, work, and at the end of the day, go to bed, take showers, get up, and continue to work. And as you know from the RV life, wow, things don't always go as planned, right? So if you don't know anything about these systems, what do you do? Oh my gosh, we did what everybody else does. We sit down and YouTubed it. Went out there on YouTube and put in how to do things, how to get a couch like this inside of a rig with no slide outs, how to replace the floor, how to replace the sink. That's actually a desk that we put in on the left side because I knew that Pati was going to probably have to work. And we spent countless hours in this RV trying to upgrade it to get it to look different, and we did a great job. Pati did most of the work. In all honesty, she's just her father was a person who did a lot of crafts, a jack of all trades, if you will, and so she just had that knack. And I might come up with an idea, and she would be the brains on how to carry it out. But at any rate, we fell in love with this rig, and then we realized as we bumped into each other constantly to get around different areas in the rig that we needed something bigger, and I made the mistake of going into a diesel pusher and seeing the slide outs for the first time, and I felt like that's the direction that we needed to go, which was a huge mistake because we let this go for way too low with all the work that we did in it. And I should have known because the dealer that we ended up trading it to for our Alpha Sia actually came in and sat on that couch right there, and I told him I was going to take the couch, and he said no, you need to leave the couch here. And I could just tell by the expression on his face, yes, we even changed the sinks out, that he was quite pleased with all the work that he had done and what he was going to get it for, the price he was trading it in for. So big mistake here. Should have kept it, but there was so much about the RV world that we didn't know. Like down at the LTVA Christian Center, we could have stored this for $25 a month and had an extra unit for family or friends to come and stay in. Guys, we just didn't know. There's just so much we didn't know. We put a ton of work and heart and soul into this unit, and then gave it up for next to nothing. Again, biggest mistake that I have ever made. Any rate, enough with that. We can't dwell on that, right? We need to move onward and upward, and I just wanted to throw this video out one more time because the earlier videos that we did on this stuff just didn't get the credit that it needed, the appreciation that it needed. And I hope that you'll like and subscribe and continue to follow us on our journey as we stumble and fall through RV life, trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. And now we're in a Montana fifth wheel 2020, which we really enjoy. It's Pati's home. I am probably never going to give it up. I'm not going to trade it in. I'm not going to go through that again. It's going to have to be somebody that follows us and wants to take the Montana fifth wheel because they love it and they want to put their family in it like ours. Maybe that's how I'll give it up, because I have my eye on a couple of things down the road, probably several years. But in truth, we probably never will give it up. I'll probably park it down in Winter Haven, California, the Christian Center, and roll in something smaller, something like that. What do you guys think? Hey, tell me in the description, or excuse me, the comments, and we'll try to get a conversation going. Appreciate you watching this video. Isn't this an incredible Fleetwood storm? That's how our channel started. Riders in a storm, in a Fleetwood storm, and it just is incredible. And I'm sorry that we let it go. But tell us what you think. Appreciate you watching.